previous evening, after reading the other said, been shown around the nonsense too. I'm still debating if I want to do that. I sort of want to. I'll call the original one the Courageous out of respect. When this one blows up, I'll call it the Courageous. Which they boarded at Prince Oliver's invitation. They began discussing what they needed to do now that the war would begin in less than a week. As they spoke, a message from a rather surprising party arrived at the conference room.
For those of you who have not yet had the honor, my name is Roselia Milstein. I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and Laburl.
How do you do? Until this moment, I've only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you watched over the laying of Erebonia's foundation by Honor the First. Is that really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Strykos, who I was best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a familiar fire in your heart. It was quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Roselia from Ren. 800 years old? Even seeing it with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. Well, you know Zeit, right? I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnar and Zeit both. Oh, so you talked to them? Wait, what? Ragnar? For real? We haven't seen Zeit since. We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now, however. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Ragnar, the ancient dragon, Zeit, the divine wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Beings sent forth by Adios. Much like the holy beast of Earth.
True. I mean, I guess back then, when the Septarians were, well... Actually, you did just say that it was your predecessor that was the one that dealt with, like, when all the Septarian stuff went down, right? For Roselia.
Thomas Lysander, second dominion of the Grosritter. Estelle, Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
And to think that you, a history teacher, are Dominion of the Grosritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated that I was unable to see what was really going on despite my ties to Kevin. I see. So I guess that means you heard about us from Kevin and Reese. And it sounds like you learned about us from Wazi, right? Right. We are having all of them operate. We're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies working towards the Great Twilight in secret. So they're doing shit, just not here. Okay. The 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th Anguis. It seems the enforcers who haven't come to Erebonia are also out on patrol, out on operations. Looks like the intelligence division's been active in other countries too, making some pretty serious moves. The Red Constellation's main regiment and the War God too. Songa Sigmund's finally on the move. Yes, and Arios and Rickshaw are responding to their actions. It's the same with Noel, Chief Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much so that the Papo Guard is so much so that the Papo Guard has begun to act on its own and is cooperating with Operation Mille Mirage. And I suspected as much. So wait, are they being rebellious by being part of that group? Now is truly not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Oh, okay. It is legitimately, legitimately, okay. I thought that meant the church might be actually, part of it, but apparently not. They're just doing their own thing. Even during the Night-Touched affair 200 years ago, the Papo Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let's focus on the main issue at hand. The rivalry of the Seven and... Though it is unclear how. It seems that the announcement that Operation Jormungandr and Mille Mirage will commence 6 days from now is connected to the spread of the disturbance in the spirit veins. What? Wait, does that mean he was influenced by today's events? The moss moving out might be related too. Yes, as well as my father, the Steel Maiden, and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon too. And Maribel. She seems to be working with RF somehow. There are likely many causes, but we now have a different grave situation on our hands. Meanwhile, spirit veins across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no longer limited to the Empire. And what are the consequences of that? Wait, what the hell? The disturbance was initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but it seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right. That's the great twilight at work. They need it in full swing for the rivalries to even be possible. I imagine even now they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. Only there's something we could do.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit.
That's not a solution. That's a tool to do a solution, but we don't have a solution. Oh.
The rivalry of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet, it is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here? It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Neil Mirage instead. But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian. One that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then. But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire, and in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse. But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. You're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts. I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
It's up to us then. Naturally, the Courageous Two has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies. Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission. After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Did you anticipate 2 Divine Knights at some point? Probably not, but...
Then Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness. We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous! Delighted to have you. You see, we've been rather lacking in the crew department.
Solution for you guys, too, yeah.
Well, I sure as hell ain't sitting this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too. I mean, we're finally all back together again.
Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Yeah, the plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, North Ambria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Lamont. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh, Shara?
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah, we've got some stuff to take care of back in Crossbow.
Don't worry. We'll be seeing each other again before you know it. In the meantime, let's give this our all.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna!
Right!
It seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region, then. You should be able to just leave everything with the Mukaba Unit 8 up to Rosine, guys. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I really am in your debt, Thomas. Rosine, you too. Thank you. No worries. Please look after everyone. It will not be easy, but our shred of hope is coming to view. The time has finally come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Huh? Grandmother? What do you mean, final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit veins throughout the lands are activating, and they are disordered as they've never been before. The same can be said for the shrines, the stages for the rivalries. This includes the Luna Shrine, the only shrine we witches have overseen since ancient times. The Luna Shrine? I don't remember which one that was. Isn't that close to Milsan? That one? I mean, okay. Yes, it is the location of the reflecting pool. And generation after generation of wandering witches have watched over it. The pool reflects the genuine truth, and it's believed to be connected to the origin of the Black Records. Oh, I didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I myself was just told about it the other day. I suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear on my true name that I shall provide the answers to your doubts. Rest assured. A trial for everyone in Class 7 is what's needed here. Only Celine is left, yes. I'm going to need you to take your human form, Celine. No! Huh? Grandmother, how dare you suggest she do that? That's blasphemy. So you want to give us a final trial to... to fight you, maybe? Yeah, I guess Randy and Tita sticking around as instructor and a student makes sense, ultimately, so. So, but it's just like, oh, we gotta go do stuff. Okay. Stuff. We thought the Luna Shrine was a dead end, but there's more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7. I'm reminded of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago. Ah, you mean where everyone first met Valimar? Or do you mean the second time, where it was really a trial of Class 7? Yeah, and then that crazy Go Nuts corridor appeared at the end. Reverie Corridor. Knowing what we know now, I think that place is yet another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. For crying out loud, why am I'm not even a part of Class 7. Just admit it already, Celine. You're one of us whether you like it or not. Whether anyone likes it. I guess she's fine, but still. This will be the first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh? Ah, to gaze upon both Celine's lovely figure and the reflecting pool on the same day. What fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done with the tour on the nonsense stew, we can head for Lake Gala. It would probably be wise to land out on the water, to put a little distance between ourselves and Milsan. Learning to switch between the silent navigation and optical camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Understood. Things are starting to heat up. Next, our plan is to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the target locations. Fortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us gathering intel. I'm sure they'll have hit something useful by the time you get out. We'll be expecting good news, guys, but seriously though, take care of yourselves out there. Right, that goes for you too. It means so much to know that you've got our backs. Last 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. We'll need every pair of hands we can get around the ship, so those of you in a position to pitch in, please do so. Absolutely, instructor. Makes sense. Even with everyone on the branch campus, this is a pretty huge ship. Right, it's probably best to make one more round just to be sure. Okay. Gonna be able to walk around now? Seekers of the Dawn. Yeah. We still have no idea how we're gonna do it, but we've got a plan to do it. The nonsense too. I'm just gonna reiterate this many times. It's a pet name. I remember when I first started calling that a little as a joke, and then it became a pet name over time, and people never. I don't think many people ever really like me calling it that. But it's a me thing. It's just something that's nostalgic for me at this point. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep calling it that. The Nonsense 2 is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Yeah, like that name, right? Maybe I'll do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Oh, right, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. Cool. Here's an elevator you can use to move to other floors. You can select floors you have previously been to via the quick travel menu. Oh, so I have to, go to the elevator ones. Computer room. Quest on floor 4. Oh, the computer training room. Okay. Combat training. Man, I'm trying to remember all the different things. Some of these are also accessible via the Arcus. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna explore it. That is a much better solution at the moment. No, what a group over there. New model orbital computer. It doesn't seem to be displaying anything of note at the moment. My previous one. Okay. So, Angelica, what do you think? In a word, incredible. This is top of the line, next generation stuff. I've never piloted anything this responsive. And equipped with stealth capabilities on top of all that, it's perfect. I don't know if we can ever thank Prince Olivert enough. Well, we can always repay kindness by making full use of this ship. And stocking it full of cuties like Toa and Tina is a good start. And once we get them to pass, things are going to be even better. It's like a dream come true. So you want to thank Prince Olivert by enabling you? So you want us to thank Prince Olivert by enabling you? Yeah, that sounds about right. Instructor Reen, I hardly noticed you there. The ship is kind of okay, really. Pure dead brilliant. You know what, don't you think? Damn it. Don't think I felt this exhilarate. Don't think I felt this exhilarating the first time I rode the Duvalie. You know my heart belongs to the railways, but face of the machine this beautiful. Even I could be tempted to stray. I know what you mean, Pablo. I'm still having trouble taking it all in myself. I take it you three are running the bridge. We're at least trying to fill in where we can. We're sort of still learning on the fly. Luis, Tatiana, and I will be heading up the comms and observation. On the engineering side, we've got me and Dita. Oh, and Maya and Sydney are manning the guns, with other combat tactics folks chipping in to help. Me, though, I must be holed up in the workshop. As for me, I'll be helping Miss Mintz out with anything she needs. It sounds like you're all putting what you learn in your field exercises to practical use. I'm really proud of you all. Yeah. By the way, it seems like Leonora's going to be the co-pilot. Flying a ship sure sounds great, but an I give the helm to someone with no Panzer Soldat experience. Anyhow, the ship is just so too cool. Oh, okay, so wait, there's a ship Cobot. Okay, does this ship, like, control like a Panzer Soldat? Huh. Interesting. Oliver, Scheherazade, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so glad both of you are okay. Both of you here together. Nothing can make me happier right now. Oh, thanks, Alvin. I know I put you through hell. I'm sorry that I haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should inform you before anyone. That was my failing. Forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while, right? Thank you so much for helping with his recovery. Oh, Your Highness, you honor me with your magnanimity. Truly. I have to say, though, getting Shara to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary purple nipple when I suggested she ditch the spoon and use her mouth instead. Goodness. So help me, Idios, Oliver. So help me, Idios, Olivier. You're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes. I think I'll manage. As long as I can... Oh, my goodness. I wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are more intimate than I expected. They definitely have gotten to that point, though, yeah? Impressive. It looks like you're already finding your way around the place. Yeah, I turned around and walked in here. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we've met, but I'd like to reintroduce myself nonetheless. I'm Rean Swarzer. Good to meet you, Scheherazade. The pleasure's all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. It sounds like you've been to Gehenna and back more times than one, and you're not done yet, it would seem. Adversity seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home, but at the very least, it's made us a tough people. But no matter where we're from, I'm glad to be allies just the same. With Estelle, Agate, and now you. You bet. I've got your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as the Silver Streak, I don't really want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning. Okay. Come to think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you? Well, yeah. Despite us both being the same age, she was the youngest bracer to ever reach A rank when she did. She's always had a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both so fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara. You know, even though Sarah is my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now. I can believe it. Once I came to Erebonia and the two of us actually met, we immediately hit it off. We both like drinking, and our overall, situations are fairly similar too, in some ways. Your interest in those of the masculine persuasion couldn't be any more different, though. Ah, that's right. He's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across that particular plane. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this. Scheherazade is so gorgeous, but she really has a cute side, too. Don't worry, you two. I'll sort this out like a proper sister should. Or maybe it's best to just leave them to it. They are adults, all things considered, if we believe what they tell us. What's this? What's that? I see that curious glint in your eyes. Yeah, you had like an icon above your head. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this here is our true trump card. It's what makes ultra-long distance communications with the Arcus 2 possible. It's an artifact known as the Sonorous Seashell. Mr. Debaucherous Prince snuck it in. Wow, incredible. It's a delightful little device I discovered in some ruins on a visit with the Bracer Guild. That was about 10 years ago now. Don't tell Guys, he might have to reclaim it. He actually already knows, wouldn't he? He hasn't done anything with these. It facilitates ultra-long distant communications in a snap, and is even able to bypass Orbicon restrictions of all shapes and sizes. How? It's currently in use as a repeater router. As per Tova's suggestion, it's also linked to your Arcuses via the Round 7 app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling. And the ship control tower is set up with this, then we'd have flawless connections even with everyone involved with Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with the operations, I have to say I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible. I will go back to my general speculation that artifacts are basically... So while orbments take orbal energy and create or convert into like fire, wind, earth, or whatever, my general speculation on what artifacts are is that they change the building blocks of the universe as it stands. Like, you can stop time with them. That sort of thing. Like, properly stop time. We've seen that sort of thing. And basically, yeah, that's how I see the difference. Well, orbments convert and take what's there and changes it into something. Artifacts are just directly interfering and manipulating the fabric of the universe in some fashion, that sort of thing. Which makes me feel like this could be possible. I'm just sort of thinking of how... I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Septine Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. About that. After a bit of discussion with the Grosritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. All possession and usage has received a tacit approval, on the condition that we abide by a number of itty-bitty rules. Oh, Oliver. So fortunate that... so fortunate we are that a man of eloquence and skill walks upon this earth. So what are the things? Whatever. Okay. At any rate, it seems like Cedric is drifting further and further astray. I'm starting to fear that maybe we really can't go back to how things were. Highness. Come on, that can't be true.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak. We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Those words were proof that he's pushing himself too far. His infatuation with Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear, but I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Ironbloods is really so firm. Yeah, I think... I think he's been convinced that it's the only real option, and that's more his logic than anything. So it's not out of a desire to go that direction, but out of a reluctance. Or as a Divine Night Awakener, for that matter. I'm inclined to agree. Oh, brother, you silly fool. Well, all we can ever do as people is work the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, just as I did the princess. He is royalty, after all. If this family meet and greets your after share, you need only ask. Ah, yes, there's mother and father, too, if he's recovered. Let's take it down a notch, shall we? Oh, boy. They seem to be all embracing it, at the very least. My brother and Charizard are both so strong. I feel so relieved. It's like I'm floating on air. Oh, good that you've, really embraced it. I'm eager to visit my father as well, but I know I must proceed carefully. I'm sure a chance will present itself soon. I mean, I'm sure we'll have the reins let loose at some point or another, yeah? Speaking of which, yeah, you two getting caught up. Oh, Instructor Reen. Ah, Reen. Taking a tour of the ship. It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years already, if I'm not mistaken. His hair feels a bit off. I don't know, something about his hair. Right, I think the last time we saw each other was that board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to hear about what happened to the 7th Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Idios. I admit it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to slip away and rendezvous with the others in time to help the great and the nonsense too. You can never really tell just where life's current will sweep you next, huh? Like Kirk going to the branch campus and having all that. That aside, have you not been able to contact Father and the others either? I'm going to be contacting him with Aurier in a short while. Before I do, though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Sex and Neidhart. I see. No doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard. But they're still Imperial soldiers, that hasn't changed. Once Operation Jormungandr begins, they'll most likely be deployed as the main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Mil Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right, if Uncle Zach's stratagems are combined with General Craig's unmatched power, then even the valorous LeQueen and tactical genius Cassius could be outmatched, yeah. The conflict might already be impossible to stop in any official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you could somehow buy some time on a official front, you would have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel. Instructor. But of course. That reminds me, I'm many months late in saying so, but I want to thank you for mentoring my brother. I'd like to ask that you continue to provide him with guidance so that he may one day grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. Well, in my book, Kurt's already there. But I hear you. As his instructor, it's my responsibility to continue leading him as best as I can. I'm in your debt, Reed. Perhaps I'll find a suitable hole to go crawling and die of embarrassment now. Oh, it's okay, Kurt. Just more of a kid than you might want to let on. It's nice to see Mueller again, but being around him also makes me feel a little impatient. His swordsmanship skills and the way he carries himself are so well defined. I'm still so far from closing the gap between us. But I won't get anywhere being hasty. I just need to keep making steady progress my own way. Yeah. Best of luck. Also, we have vending machines that I'm totally gonna have to pay for! Because of... Oh my goodness. Celine's in my party. Celine's in my party. Get out! Get out! Okay, so we still have all the same people at the very least. No one's been added as a party member from all that fun stuff from before. Oh boy. Okay. Going down. So, the strategy conference room and training floor are on our training room are on this floor. Okay. Training room cannot be used yet. Okay. Bathing area, CP restoration as usual. Got tits. Got it. Hey, Jessica, are you sure you don't want to go and talk to Angelica? That's fine. She's still getting to grips with the ship's controls. I don't want to interrupt. Besides, I already messaged her after we infiltrated Leaves. Glad to hear it. It's been a while since the three of us got together, huh? It's a shame we can't go hang out at Reset like we used to. Agreed. I could go for a stack of pancakes right about now. Pancakes! Okay. Sorry, that was like a mental tick. We'll get a chance. We'll all go once the war is over. I've got a lot more of crossbow to show you girls too. Then I'll return the favor, the tour of Rower. After all, you two can come to after all that, you two can come to Remiferia. You can go on a road trip all around the places that we grew up. The girls from the Tennis Club are such great friends. I'm actually almost a little jealous. Ooh, it is a nice meeting room. This is where we were before, even. Hey, buddies. Oh, Reen. How's it going? Are you guys talking to Major Irving about the handover procedures? Yes, the ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have the manual in hand to read and check as I go. Sound stuff. Keep up the good work. As long as I don't have to read, I'm fine. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too, since I'm part of the branch campus faculty and all. Well, you've got a trial from Rose coming up in Lake Gala, don't you? You can just leave this up to us then. Just make sure you're prepared, got it? To be honest, I'd like to go too. But it's only members of Class 7 that are allowed to, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. Sorry about that, Toa. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Will you be heading down after the handover procedures to meet up with the main campus students, Major Irving? Right, I'm planning on serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll help us maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course. Thank you very much. Which is so great, the principal won't know what hit her. Hey, as long as it works. Oh, Swerzer. I wanted to speak with you about Major Reva... Claire. Right. We only saw an image of her on the Panagrul, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important task in a different area. Yeah, she's likely working to finalize the railway usage plans in preparation for Operation Jormungandr's start, as well as carrying out her duties as part of the Iron Bloods. Right. I know her, and I can only imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep going this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not really sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt towards her. What could we even do? It feels like her situation is more that she's so knocked down by everything that happened. The only thing she has to fall back on is... This looks like Lynn's bathing area. The only thing she really has to fall back on is her duty and her mission and stuff like that. It's like, just keep doing that. She doesn't really have anything else that she can believe in relative to that. Yeah, we can use the bathing area. Whoa, there's separate facilities for women and men in there. They really went all out in the changing area. Alright then. Time to get naked. Yeah. Oh, is that you, Reen? Oh, hey guys. Want to get naked? Oh, hey, Elliot, Machias. I guess we had the same idea. Yeah, we were just starting to get a handle of the ship's function, so it seemed like a good time to go wash up. Mind if we join you? It does seem pretty spacious after all. Yeah, of course. Want to head in then? Sure. I wasn't expecting this at the very least. Oh my goodness, are there people already here? Nope, just yeah, this is pretty amazing. Wow, it's like a full-scale bathhouse. It's almost too lavish. Could it even get any more luxurious than this? Was it Professor Smith that designed this ship? Him, Professor Russell from Liberl. Seems he was one of Professor Epstein's 3 main disciples. Interesting. So are they aware of its existence? Like, would he tell them, being over there now? Working with them? Or would he just, like, not mention it's like, you never asked? This may have been one of his suggestions, since he seems pretty well acquainted with His Highness. Tina's grandfather, right? I can see that happening for whatever reason. I see we were the first to come up with this idea. Oh my goodness. Oh hey, this is the fan service scene. My goodness, if I have a chance, I'm gonna plaster naked men's bodies all over the thumbnail. There's like a good shot I can use. Guys and Crow, right? Or 2. No, I'm not asking them. I don't know. I'm frazzled. Frazzled! So every single one of us wound up here. It looks like we're all of one mind. It's not like there's enough room for all of us to squeeze in. And our first bath on the ship should be a bonding experience, right? Beyond the skies, how far we've come. Yes, it does feel like we've come very far. I know what you mean. Kinda surprised to see everyone here like this. For crying out loud, why the hell are y'all getting so mushy? I mean, we're on a brand new cutting-edge ship here. You gotta get more excited, man! And while we're all here, let's get talking. The filthier, the better. It's time to air out your dirtiest jokes and fetishes. You don't want to hear my fetishes, Crow. You don't want to. They're weird. Everyone has weird fetishes. Got it? Why on earth would we? Absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason we should all participate in that. Come on, Crow. We're not students anymore. Wait, Crow never graduated. Maybe we should consider him a repeat student. Hey, you want to join Reen's class? Hey, who gives a shit about that? It's time to take it off, guys. Pretty damn sure guys will be the winner. But you know, some guys like Elliot are. Whoa, whoa! What the hell are you saying, Crow? Crow, this clearly isn't a dignified conversation. Yeah, what if a girl was sitting nearby and overheard you say something like that? But would respectful behavior be in character for any of us? I mean, yeah. Most of you. I'm just gonna take in the scenery and enjoy the water. I do sort of want to see the measuring contest. Crow gets out a freaking, like, ruler. Okay. Okay, so I assume I can't do anything here, but it gives me the option on the woman's one. Okay. Uh-oh. What? Wait, this was after I chose the woman's what? I know, I assume they just made it the same thing on both of them, but... Uh-oh.
Fatigue removed.
Oh, that was weird. Oh, now I get... What? What? Oh, is this related to who I actually had in my party at the time and who they, like, manually entered into my party? Well, that just means I have to put everyone through this now, doesn't it? Because I need to get their bathing clothes, obviously.
Oh, that was refreshing.
Yep, I have to put everyone through this. Just to make sure I at least have the freaking costume. Because of course I need to do that. What else would I be doing in my spare time?
Oh, that was
I think
so
that covers
nice.
everyone. I think that covers everyone. Oh, that's something else. This whole thing is something else. Oh, hey. Stark and... Oh, yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen them interact. Yo! Hello, instructor. Hey, guys. I heard these two know each other from way back. They both grew up in Jirai. Must be nice for Stark to finally see his old friend again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll go. No, by all means, come join us. Is that alright with you, Crow? Sure, too much of stout dog always makes me uncomfortable anyways. Besides, I gotta ask old Reen here about how you doing at the academy. What do you say, Reen? My boy Stark giving you any trouble? I've heard he's kind of a big shot in combat logistics team. Real impressive given how much of a crybaby he used to be. Crybaby, huh? That happened when I was 8 years old. I've changed a lot since then. I mean, I should hope so. Honestly, though, I think you've even grown in the time since I last saw you. I hear that after you left Crossbell, you ended up helping to complete the nonsense too. That's right. Becky got in contact with me and told me what was going on. Well, you always were pretty sharp. Good at keeping secrets, too. She made a good call bringing you in, especially since you had an idea of what Yuna and her pals were up to. Hell, you even managed to get a hold of a lot of stuff about C way back when. Damn, man. It's almost creepy how good you are at this stuff. Speaking of C, do you still have the mask you wore back then? If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at it. I second that. It's been a while. Are you guys making fun of me now? Come on. Do you? I like, it was like a sort of cool... You were like Darth Vader, man. It was sort of cool. Like, in an anime sort of cool way, but still, it was sort of cool. I liked it. Crow never really changes, does he? No matter how many years pass. Strong, kind, funny. Not to mention, cunning and a little crafty, too. Actually makes me feel more at ease somehow. Well, that's good. He's changed a lot less than you have over the years. Sorry, Freddy's eyes just jumped out at me there. Hey, instructor. What can I get you to drink? No, Freddy. I thought you'd be in the cafeteria. I checked out the facility, sure enough. But there's no need for two cooks. I left Sandy in charge there for now. Besides, I can do some cooking just as well over here. And from the Imperial Fishing Club let me all sorts of fishing supplies and the like. Yeah, no, thank you. So if you want to trade in some fish, speak with me. Just like back during field exercises. Sounds good to me. If not... what are you thinking, whip me up? Let me think. Stewed bee larvae, cicada fritters. Ooh, grilled peppered skink. What's up, skink? Now, don't go drilling all over your nice clothes, instructor. I don't think there's any risk of that. So, you still got that penchant for including bugs in your dishes, huh? By some strange turn of events, my stomach doesn't really turn at the thought of it anymore. Freddy is a decent cook, too, and honestly might actually be tasty, bugs or not. I don't want to think about it, though.
Hey, what can I get you today?
I don't want to think about it. Paradise pie. Interesting. Might as well. It wouldn't be horrible for, you know, yeah.
Come on, give it a try.
A lot of options, even.
Hey, what can I get you today?
Okay, well, I can now
I
can properly ignore him for the rest of the time. Okay, so that is Vantage Masters. But no blade setup? Oh, come on. We should have options. I had considered myself fairly aware of what was going on in Mil Mirage, but between President Rocksmith joining the meeting and Prince Olivet showing up, I clearly had no idea what it really entailed. I know what you mean. The prince managed to keep himself and the ship such a well-guarded secret, it even took me by surprise. The thing about, like, Muse here is that she's really good at tactical stuff, but in a sense, I think the game purposely went out of its way to be like, oh, she's so good, everyone respects her. It's like, you sort of have to, like, because, like, she's predicting this is the only option. It's like, yeah, she's very persuasive because she's so good at this. And then basically they came around the corner and was like, fuck that. You're putting way too much faith in her abilities. Even she is. Even she's getting too caught up in her own hype. It was, I'm sure, hopefully, it definitely... I'm forgetting the word. For when you have your ego sort of suppressed by a moment. Oh, I'm blanking on it. It's a common word, too. I don't know why I'm forgetting it. I think our mutual friend over there will have some choice words about your bold declaration, however. Oh, come on, Instructor Bean, don't be mad. I'm extremely mad. I had a whole speech worked out, but now that I think about it, it might sound a little hypocritical. It doesn't matter. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm a teacher. I have that power. It would, given how you're far worse when it comes to trying to sacrifice yourself. It's just like Yusa says, with everything I've done, I guess I'm in no position to criticize you, Muse. I'll leave that job to Elise and Alphen. Oh, believe me, they've already made their feelings quite clear. Alright, I guess we're done here then. In any case, I'm glad that everyone is safe. We'll be counting on you for your help with the Luna Shrine, but take some time to relax before then. I intend to, thanks. Thank you, Instructor. Okay. Black team. Okay. These two seem like they would get along pretty well. So, makes sense. Training room. Oh, hey! Hey, buddies! Bestest friend, what are you doing with Laura at the moment? Bestest friend and Laura, huh? Straight to asking for the match then, eh? No, that's not the case. We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. And you'll all be leaving for that trial soon. I would never be so boorish as to wear something out before something like that. I would never be so boorish as to wear someone out before something like that. Never mind, I was reading it incorrectly. Sorry, I probably shouldn't record too much longer. Apparently I have no ability to read today. My bad, bestest friend. But I gotta say, it's pretty amazing that we have such quality training facilities on a ship like this. Yes, I suppose you could say that. We really wanted to. The previous nonsense also had... the previous Courageous. The previous Courageous had substantial facilities, and there certainly wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to always be receiving favors. So, as a training opportunity for you all, an archaism belonging exclusively to the Stall Ritter, may I present you the Vanguard F2 Sleipnir. Is that a state-of-the-art archaism from Ouroboros, like the one used at Hamel and the Naval Fortress? But are you still able to make use of them even after separating yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, it's specifically adapted for our own use. Sleipnir, come! Could you... yeah, it's the one she's fought with like 20 times. Now that I see it up close, it is fairly intense. Did you teleport it in, or is this like a cloaking thing like we've had a million times too? Going up against an archaism like this seems like it would make for some phenomenal practice. I have another Sleipnir unit actually. I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well. While you're all undergoing your trial, I'll set them up to respond to specific combat situations for practice. I usually just leave it in the hangar's reserve area. So feel free to use it as you like, even if I'm not around. Talk about a full-service treatment. We are truly in your debt, Duvalie. Thank you. Interesting. Bestest friend! Bestest friend! I'm Swarzer. I heard you play Vantage Masters. I've been indulging in it to enhance my tactical skills. If you'd like, I suppose I wouldn't mind allowing a challenge from you. I guess I'll take you up on that. Yes! Yes! Let's do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Yes! I'll even fight her in hard mode. She has a lot of freaking barrier ones. That is interesting.
Ha! Victory is mine!
Like, legitimately, I didn't have anyone to play.
Fight as you would a real battle.
Yeah, I will take her on in freaking motherfucking. Let's go. Can't use it this. I can't use new cards this turn anyway, so. Sort of want to just like make her run out of cards at this rate. Does she have a seal ability on this or something else? Resurrect one random card. Ooh, that's interesting. Huh. That is interesting. I should be able to finish this right now. Dunzo!
This can't be happening!
Thank you. Hard mode, yes. I did have a little bit of problems with that, so let's try this.
Fight as you would.
That thing attacked twice? It can attack twice. But it has like 7. Okay, I get it. I get why that's so good. Or so expensive. Damn it!
Victory is mine!
Oh, yeah. This is more difficult.
Ha! Victory is mine! As you would a real battle.
Done.
Ugh, this can't be happening.
Whew. That was... You're actually good at that, Duvalie. You did feel like you basically overwhelmed me at a point. It took several tries. There's actually a point where it's like, I have a general idea of how this will go. So if I got like a bad starting hand, it's like, okay, no, restart. Like, this isn't a starting hand that will get me off to a good enough start to actually win this. Which might be a problem more with my deck than anything, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. That was fun, bestest friend. And now, what do we got down here? Oh, no, I wasn't still on high-speed mode, I was just moving relatively quickly. This floor contains exits from the ship or the deck. It seems like they've got a cafeteria, sick bay, reference room, some stores here, too. Comprises a shop, multi-purpose sector. You can buy various stores with exit front and decks. Various certain materials are accessed in the reference room, including the black records that have been obtained and added from the Merkaba in sequential order. Got it. Cool. Hey, brace the buddies. So, what do you think of the nonsense do, Rain? I gotta say, the original might have been incredible in some right, but this is about as cutting edge as cutting edge can get. I hear they put the armaments through a fair bit of upgrading. Yeah, those Heinz didn't seem too hot about it at first. Hot or not, we're in for some pretty intense combat in the coming days. That's just a fact. Once we get to that point, basic deterrence won't cut it anymore. Yeah, that's probably what clinched the decision to load up on the firepower. Sounds like they met some resistance from Professor Smith in the development side of things, too. I can only imagine. Professor Erica and Albert Russell were involved with this as well, right? Professors Erica and Albert... Oh, right, his daughter. For some reason, it's like... The name didn't ring a bell for a second. Seems like they had a text expert from the Epstein Foundation come in on the download, too. Yeah, the ship's got all the latest tech, save for anything from the Vern Company. Might be keeping under wraps. In other words, you've got yourselves a pretty killer setup here. Make sure you put it to good use, alright? Got it. I'll relay that to His Highness and the other students too. Are you going to meet up with Stell and the others, or to get down to the surface? Nah, I'm planning on letting Sherazar take care of that front. I'll be operating my own for a bit. Got a few things I want to check out. I'm sure you'll be more than busy enough dealing with all the rivalry stuff, but do me a favor and keep an eye on His Highness for me too, alright? Of course, we'll take care of him. That your intuition calling feels like it's almost always on the mark at times like this. Just make sure you say hi to Ein for me, okay? I haven't been able to get in contact with her yet, okay? She must be talking about the head of the Grolsritter. I didn't know she and Toval were acquainted. Yeah, okay. Sarah's aware. Okay. Oh, the Nine Volley has its own sign even. Hey, Chingo. Hi, guys. Welcome to the esteemed nonsense branch of the Nine Volley. Because if I think that's like an appropriate statement too. Don't leave empty-handed. I rubbed my eyes in disbelief when I saw your shop sign. How do you end up setting up a shop on board a ship? Duvalie reached out to me. I was downright floored when he hit me up about taking care of personal armaments. But I could give two shits about whether he's a ghost or not. As long as his mirror is corporeal, we're set. I've got a... Well, that's the thing. When you start talking about credit and whatnot, I'm not actually sure a lot of that is, so... I got to see some cool stuff here, too, so decided to stick around for a while. Yeah, we're the shrewd businesswoman, I see. We're fighting against something on a whole different level than ever before. It's going to be very risky. Having a weapon merchant right on our ship will definitely come in handy. I got you covered, pal. Okay, what do you got?
Good stuff.
Upgrades for everyone, basically. Okay. I'm not sure if I have the 8,000. I don't have enough money to do anything with that. And, hey, so you're set up over here. Rice is here, too. Oh, you're here. That's really nice, see? Hey there, Becky. Been a while, hasn't it? Becky. Doesn't need another name.
It's been a wee while, but the time's finally come! Say hello to the Becky Association's Courageous Branch! Looking forward to your patronage, troops.
Don't be silly. We're the ones who should be thanking you. Don't be silly. We're the ones who should be thanking you. Seeing her over the counter like that really does scream courageous, doesn't it? It's like the Civil War all over again. All she's missing is Hugo rivaling it up beside her. Looks like he's off doing whatever he wants to now. That's I have to prove him that his way of doing things is just he's not right. Fuck, I'm not doing it. Business is not just about the profits. You've got to have the empathy for the customers too. Well, it's good to see the Becky brand enthusiasm is never low in stock, at least. By the by, I plan on heading down from the ship soon after this. You bet I won't spare any effort helping you guys out. Stop info next time we meet, so make sure you come and find me. Besides, you wouldn't want to miss out on the spicy new glamour shops I'm putting together, would ya? I think I could stand to miss a few of them. If I get, like, if he gives me a picture of just, like, one of the girls, like, fighting on the panic roll. Like, when you're up on deck, just, like, one of them fighting, just from, like, a low angle. Oh, my goodness. That would be hilarious. Just the worst and best ways. All at the same damn time. Let's just say we'll do our best and leave it at that. No promises. Well, it just wouldn't feel like we're up on the nonsense unless everyone wasn't wearing Thor's armbands, would it? At least all the Thor's people. We've added quite a few Thor's people since back in the day, haven't we? Albeit between Celine, Elise, and Alvin, we have a few that aren't Thor's people. But, you know, pretty okay with that. It fits well in him, but in particular, it does. Okay, cool. Because of course I'm going to do that. We gotta have a uniform. We've gotta have a uniform. Actually, I thought, is this just an exit or... Okay, it's the deck. Holy moly. You can actually come out here this time. Let's figure out the stuff inside first. Hey, buddies. Hey, Maya. Haven't you had breakfast yet? Of course I have, but it's all on me, instructor. This kitchen is just so fun to use. I brought Maya into being a taste tester for the new dish I'm working on. I was happy to help, really. Even right after a large meal, I can always make room for something different. Wow, that's pretty impressive, and probably not the best habit to have.
Did you need something? See you again.
Oh, you're not selling... you're not selling actual food. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so you guys are here with us. Okay, cool. Well, here's something you don't see every day. I didn't realize you two would come aboard the Nonsense Stew as well. As escorts for Major Michael, yes, though we plan on returning to the surface before long. That said, I never could have imagined we'd end up having to face His Highness so quickly. At the same time, we've been well prepared to do so. It was as good of an opportunity as we could have expected. That does make sense. So, what's the situation with the Duvalie here then? Yeah, the Imperial Defense Force and the RP end up chasing it down. It would appear the Imperial Defense Force doesn't deem us worthy of wasting their time on. Neato. We managed to keep the RMP in the dark as well, thanks to Major Michael. So they're just not fucking aware. So like all the officers out there don't see it and they're like, oh my goodness, that's a thing. I think we'll have a certain degree of freedom in our movements from here on out. Let's be sure to keep in touch, alright? Interesting. Didn't you make sure to take down my ARCS number? I've already relayed it to the communications team, if not. Yeah, you bet I did. It's the first girl's number I have in my phone, right? Man, I'd be blowing up your ARCS non-stop if this weren't for this stupid war. Oh, was there something specific you wanted to discuss? Nah, my main man here just wanted to hear your sweet silky voice is all. Is that so? In that case, I must respectfully decline. Ah, bam. Shot right out of the gate. I haven't even made an actual move yet. Good luck. The more things change, the more they say the same, for Sydney at least. Oh, hey, Instructor Rean. Hello. Hey, you two. Taking a little break here. Hells yeah. I like this place almost as much as the Duvalie. We took a look around the other decks, but it's still hard to get a good grasp of all the facilities on board. Every facility is state-of-the-art, but they don't have a pool. That would be a little much. I think that might be asking for a bit too much, yeah. Oh, they've got great buffs, though. Maybe you can make do with them for now. Wait, I think that might actually work. If you took out the divider in the middle of the communal bath, there'd be enough space to swim around. Ah, what an ingenious idea. No, that is a bad idea. Don't. No, not Teeny. No, don't do it. Don't. Oh, yeah, all this stuff, too. Well, hello there. Ah, Tatiana, I was wondering when I might see you again. And you, Margarita, you're looking well. Very... fed. Oh, I guess I did hear that you two were old friends. Some sort of family connection, right? I don't actually remember that, but okay. That's right. Dilettante families tend to flock together, and Tatiana's and mine have since medieval times. Though Tatiana's father is a viscount, while mine is a mere baron, she never let this stand in the way of our friendship. Well, the Dresdens have always been tolerant of those from other social standings, so... Wait, your dad's a viscount? I don't remember that. Viscount of what? That's a fairly high... That's fairly high in the rung of ladders, right? Of course, and that shared tolerance is part of what keeps our family so close for all these years. That's a good kind of friendship to have. Oh, beauty calls to beauty, after all. It was always our destiny to come into each other's lives. Just like me and Vincent, and how we fell in love at first sight. Oh, is that what happened? That's good to see you're just as powerful as ever, Mark. Yeah, that's the comment to be made here. Just as powerful as ever. Wow. Lots of Imperial Chronicles. I'm guessing a lot of these are the same as were in Cold Steel. Cold Steel 3 stuff. Heartless Edgar. I already read that even. In my Trails the book thing that I ended up being so much extra work that I didn't actually get around to doing everything. I'll do more of that in the future. Probably just at a slowish pace. There's only so many books I can read. I'll catch up eventually. I will. It's just something I gotta do at a pace that isn't, like, making it that I don't want to do it. Basically. Oh, cool. You all are here. Oh, Reen. Well, yes, because I don't know them. Medical intern and reporter. Lynn, Vivi, I'm so glad you two are all right. Yeah, I suppose she's been missing.
I was just about to say the same. Reen, everyone, it puts my heart at ease to see you all in good health. At any rate, it sounds like you're becoming quite the lady killer. Reen?
Becoming? It's been years, Vivi. What sort of reporter are you if you're just catching up on that story?
So, any updates on your love life? Who's the lucky gal?
Vivi, please. I'm really sorry about this, Reen. It's okay. In a way, it's actually kind of comforting. Some things never change. In any case, I'm sorry for all the trouble I put you two through. If I'd just been a little more skillful in my command, things might not have gone the way they did. That's okay, Gaius. You have nothing to apologize for at all. If you hadn't drawn the enemy away with your Merkaba, there's no way the operation could have succeeded. Besides, about time we got some front-page limelight for once. It certainly was a rather dramatic appearance, to say the least. By the way, you're staying on the ship as part of the medical staff, right, Lynn? Where does that leave you, Vivi? Well, since I'm already here, I was thinking I could sign on as Nonsense 2's official photographer. I'm sure Rex can handle all the on-land coverage just fine on his own. What do you think? Great, that settles it. Happy to be aboard. Sure, good to have you. We didn't answer. Looks like things are about to get a lot more hectic around here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to poke that bear. Let me see if I can stay on as the photographer. Fantastic. Oh, cool.
Looking for medicine?
I don't think I've ever bought anything from you ever. That's the unfortunate part. Here, I'll buy some smoke grenades. I actually use those. They're good for getting away from enemies I accidentally run into.
Stay healthy.
Yep. Have a good one. Rest area. No, just some beds. Actually, is this the only bedroom? I should keep an eye out for that. All these facilities, are there actually bedrooms anywhere? Oh, Reen. Well, we finally meet again. Reen? Were you so... Yeah, you were so... Right, we met you at the museum, but I'm trying to remember. You were Thor's, right? Oh, Dorothy. Okay. No, I remember her name very vaguely. The Thor's connection is vague in my mind. I remember her from the museum, though. Are you okay there, Dorothy?
Wow. I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but...
Emma, don't smile at it.
This character development has my pen bursting with inspiration.
Oh boy.
Man, that edgy new look is just not fair. You don't mind if I crank out a script for a new radio show based off you, right? Right?
Was that always his voice? That is so unexpected for me to hear. Was that always his... I know I gave him... Whenever I give him a voice, he's sort of, that sort of down low, scratchy, sort of little creepy voice, that sort of thing. I give him that sort of voice when I remember to actually give him the voice I've given to him. But that is not what I was expecting to actually come out of his mouth. It's business as usual with these two, as you can probably tell. No kidding. Not sure I've ever seen either of you guys ease up. That might have gotten a bit excessive, actually, even for me. Sorry, Reen. I got a little carried away myself. You don't need to apologize, I get it. It's kind of a lot to take in all at once. That aside, are you the one managing the terminal room for us, Monk? You know it. I'm a little busy with all my Radio Trista work, sure. Wait, you're still working? You should let the lady at Leaves know. She, hasn't seen you in forever. You guys have got way more on your plate out here. Can't imagine a single one of us out there wouldn't jump in to lend a hand. Oh, okay. So you're saying that you're helping, and that's why she hasn't heard. So you basically abandoned your previous job because it's a lot more important. Got it. Thank you. Speaking of which, Dorothy and I just finished setting up the terminal. And so it happens, the Imperial Museum approved my extended hiatus request. Probably spend most of my time in the reference room next door, so feel free to call on me whenever you like. You can go ahead and send all the data the branch campus kids have collected over to us. Battle and combat data goes to me, personnel files off to Vivi, and any books and other written materials over to me. Okay, got it. Sorry, your help? Am I going to be able to access it via the Arcus stuff again?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
They took over. We just replaced them with old Thor students.
Alright, what do you have for me? Whoa, good stuff you got here.
Okay. I haven't done this in a while, so it's sort of, why not? I guess.
Let me take a look. Wow. This is very...
Not that I ever get new stuff for book stuff. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, what have you got, Emma? The terminal has carried a connection test for Palm Party. I helped a little. I see. Play Palm Party, right, Emma? Yeah, sometimes. Oh, that reminds me, we haven't exchanged account IDs yet. We should play against each other if we have the time. No! I'm bad at it. I will actively admit I'm bad at it, and I can't beat the last two, let alone the newest one. Oh, fuck. Reen. Yeah, this is the first thing Reen does. I'm so glad to see that you're unharmed, Patty Cakes. I'd like to think that it runs in the family that we all call him Patty Cakes. And I know Reen feels the same about you, Patty Cakes. Thank you, Elise. I'm happy to see you safe, too. Instructor Makarov from the main campus got in touch beforehand to apprise us of the situation, so I knew better than to worry, but still. I see. So that's why the branch campus students are all aboard. Right you are. Clever as always. No doubt you were racked with anxiety over my whereabouts. Just the pain of uncertainty, so I must apologize. Oh, Reen. Swarza. Hey, good job out there, you two. Are y'all set to head out, Are y'all set to head out, Patty Case? Naturally. I finished making the necessary preparations yesterday. Good to hear. Honestly, I'd rest easier if I knew you were going to be staying aboard, but yes, I feel the same. Don't tempt him. What's your game here, Swarza? Leaving me alone with Elise? This isn't like you. What do you mean? It's not like I've ever specifically tried to keep you two apart. What? I shudder to imagine what you'd do if it was your aim, then. Swarza, let me say this. I don't know how much of an ordeal this rivalry is going to end up being, but I will not, under any circumstances, permit you to disappear and leave poor Elise behind. Patty Case. I'm sorry, I've been trudging around with the air of resignation without even realizing it. But you know, people might start getting weird ideas if you two spend too much time alone. Maybe I'll have to have you show me around the ship then, Patty Case. You're so inclined. Talk about doing a 180. It does my heart good to see your friendship thriving, you two. Sure. Why not? In any case, you're headed for Eastern Erebonia, right, Patty Case? Planning on going down and having a word with some of the main campus graduates, I take it? Indeed. I've been in touch with Frido, Loggins, and Lambert. It would seem that Claw, Pola, and the others are going to help us. Good to hear. That'll be a huge asset. Goodness, there really isn't anything that can stand up to United Power of the Thor student body, is there? Except maybe, you know, a giant tank or something. I don't know. Please do take care of yourselves, Patrick. Patty Case. Please do take care of yourselves, Patty Cakes. Of course, I'll return safely to your side, Elise. I mean, I'll be back soon enough, in a completely platonic way, and then all three of us can catch up. Okay, sure. May luck be on your side, Patty Cakes. Alright, may Idios be with us all. Or else. I think I suppose I'll go meet Sebastin before I head east. I want to give my father and brother's movements as well. I'll be back in a matter of days. I don't doubt we'll meet again soon. Okay, so you're headed down to do stuff, and then you come back. Sad that I can't go with you to the training. I'm good at the sword, but I'm confident that I won't hold you back still. Oh, okay. Oh, the trial, did she say? Maybe she meant to say trial. I don't know. Hey, you two. You got a lot stronger since the last time we met, Kyrie. All that training you do must be doing you good. I'm noticing considerable difference in, well, let's see, your deltoids. You can tell? Oh, that's great. And you're right, last time I took some measurements, my shoulders were at least a wrench wider than before. See? Work hard and you're bound to see results sooner or later. Wow, Wayne's got a real eye for details. Yeah. He does all that work. I guess it should pay off in some way at some point. He's just the epitome of someone who's like a tryhard. And you sort of wish that his tryhardiness actually resulted in something a bit more useful. Oh, okay. There are also, I didn't notice there was actual doors on the side too. Okay, last floor. Exactly 6 areas, okay. This floor contains the hold in the workshop. We'll be spending a lot of time here. Workshop, EX in the hold. Cool. Oh, Reen. Just making sure the ship's equipment's all in order. Yeah, getting ready to head to the Lunar Shrine. Gwyn, I know I said this before, but great work on the Nonsense 2's operations. And Ferris, sounds like you, Patty Cakes, and the others helped out quite a bit too. Well, only a little. Well, I was just acting as a representative for our sponsors. Handling Smith's unreasonable demands is exhausting work. Right. I'm just glad you two made it through okay. And I guess my mother and Sharon are safe too. Oh, Lisa. Stupid daughter of mine. Going so far as to involve Schmidt. Also, Franz is completely... I mean, what the hell was with him? Forget it. I'm sorry, Elisa. Yeah, that's the thing. I said it before. It feels like Osborne and Franz are so different than how people remember them. It's almost like they've been replaced by different people to an extent. No, it's okay, Grandfather. I've also prepared myself for the worst for some time now. It's almost like a different person, even though he looks just like Father. But I'm prepared to face him. You know, you've really gotten a lot stronger, Elisa. Yes, it seems you've been making strides alongside Reen and the others from Class 7. Hold on a minute, Ferris. It would be more accurate to say alongside Reen and just end it there. Oh my, yes, that does sound better. We've already had that, so... Hey, Ferris, what is this about? I don't really know the particulars, but I think someone might be in denial about something. And I'm guessing it's Elisa. Grandfather, Ferris, can the both of you please stop with the speculation? Alright. Anyway, so it looks like you'll be on the ship for the time being, Gwyn. But Ferris, you said that you'll be heading down, right? Yes, I'm going back to Ortis. I need to speak with my brother about something. We're nearing the final act, so I'd like to give my best to Governor Regnitz as well. Okay, I'd be happy to help out in any way I can. You do well to accomplish what you must first, together with Reen and for those from Class 7. I trust that's the one thing you won't waver on, yeah? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Ferris. Let's do our best. Let's show them pride as former members of the Thor's Lacrosse Club. You got it. Okay, yeah, he seemed to move over to the side. I was wondering why he moved. Yeah, that's true friendship. Right. I'm glad she's got a good friend. What about you, Reen? How are things with you and Elisa right now? That's, Grandfather! Insistent, ain't he? Here's the thing, we haven't really actually been that close since, basically, Cold Steel 1. We were at the club. If you consider joining my family, then you best prepare for trouble, Reen. Grandpa, Reen, just don't, please. That's the thing. And yes, I know a lot of them have crushes and that you can make choices, but this is my journey. So it's like, I'm taking it in stride, basically. Working with Professor Smith has done wonders for your skills, Tito. Should I? Is he from like the port? Is he from CCF? He might be. We'd like to hear the Overgear 3 units are testing well so far too. You have multiple units, Tito. Thanks, I'm really excited about it too. Oh hey, you're an engineer. You were an engineer on the original Courageous, right? Oh, was he? I'm amazed you remembered me. So am I. This is actually the third unsailed airship I've worked on. I've been there right since the beginning. But this one is packed full with the most advanced technology RF Foundation and CCF have to offer. It might well be my masterpiece. I hope it proves worthy of what you and His Highness are trying to accomplish. Believe me, this has already helped us more than you know. Between you, Tita, and everyone else, ZCF has done a heck of a lot for us. Well, it never hurts to have a good working relationship with the likes of the Prince. Now that the handover is complete, most of the CCF staff are going to be leaving the ship next time we land. That means I'm entrusting my masterwork to you, Tita. Do me proud. Got it. I won't let you down. Thanks again for everything. Yeah. So, typical...
I'll help.
Typical Tita in this role. Cool
Come back
tits.
soon.
No problem. Nah, both of these are here, just sitting out. Cool. Cool. Oh, Reen. Elliot. And Mint and Kenneth. I wasn't expecting to see Kenneth, but I guess he was one of the people missing. Kenneth, what have you been helping with?
Supreme! Glad to see you're doing okay. But I knew there was nothing to worry about. You guys are pretty much invincible.
I'll have to agree with you there. By the way, Reen, are you still keeping up with your fishing? I've been hearing about guardians appearing all over the place.
No, I gave it up after Cold Steel 2. I never picked it up again, don't worry. Well, maybe I'll have you fill me in then. But I know that Mint helped the branch campus. You helped with the nonsense too, right, Kenneth? Well, I did travel around all of Erebronia while investigating fish ecosystems. I guess I did help in that I was able to share information I was able to acquire with His Highness and everyone. I see. Well, that does sound just like you. Thor's really does produce all types of people, doesn't it? For sure! The occasional musical prodigy, even. Well, prodigy might be going a bit far. Seems like you really improved your technical skills while at Liberal Mint. And you were involved with the construction of the nonsense too as well, right? Well, I was allowed to join in some of the already finished equipment, you could say. Professor Russell experiences extreme tunnel vision when focusing on research. But he wasn't overly strict when it came to minor mistakes. Working for him was pretty easy in that sense, just like with Professor Schmidt. Yes, because Schmidt wasn't just like ruining regretting his entire life when he had you on. I think you might be the only person who said that working under Professor Schmidt is easy. If anything, it reversed the roles. I remember him hiding at points, like out in the cafe. That was fantastic. Mint's a pretty big deal too. Well, good seeing you guys. I'm guessing Mint's gonna stick around, and yeah. Ordine, how are you finding the nonsense too? I couldn't ask for more. Understand that always being in flight means I consume a significant amount of mana. The Meisters are excellent as well. I'm grateful to be able to rest in such a calm and relaxing place. That's great. Still, I must ask you to lend us a hand again in the future. Let's make it through the rivalries together. By all means. Valimar Millium. We finally reached a place where everyone can let their guard down for just a bit. We made it through without incident. All that's left now is to see this rivalry through to the end. There's a trial before that too. Failure is not an option. Thanks for your help, you guys. We'll do what we need to. Yeah. Okay, I think that covers everything, doesn't it? Not much more to even look at. So, yeah, I guess I'll head back up to the bridge. I'm willing to bet something's going to trigger now. To all passengers, we will soon be concluding our orientation flights and charting a course to the Lunar Shrine. We'll be landing on Lake Gala in 30 minutes. Good timing. I am done here. I'll just double check that I'm ready and then head to the bridge. Cool. Okay. I guess that's the plan. So, I think that's probably good for this recording session. I might start up shortly, but I at least am going to end the recording for this particular file here. So, we'll see you in a bit. Drive safely, everyone.